A school police official is being investigated after a video featuring him body slamming a 6th grade student went viral. Now, the officer responded after 2 students began arguing outside Rhodes Middle School on March 29th. Since then, the video has gone viral and it led to him being placed on leave, and an investigation has been launched not only by the department that he works for, but also by administrators at this particular school. Now, with that said, I'm going to show you the video in question. It is a little difficult to watch, so I want to give you fair warning as well.
Janissa, chill! Oh! Janissa, you okay?
So the officer has been identified as Joshua Kem. He is a former Air Force member, and that's all we really know about him at this point. He's been working for the department for a little over a year, so he's a new police official, and he is being investigated, and it seems as though the department is taking this situation very seriously. I mean, how could you not? I don't know why he needed to body slam her like that. He already had her restrained.
Yeah, when all you have is a hammer, everything seems like a nail, even a 12-year-old 6th grader. So look, she says, I wasn't going to fight anyway. I was going to go tell the other girl that we were having a dispute with. Let's talk about it later. Look, you don't have to believe her on that because she's clearly not cooperating with him, right?
Yeah.
So I look at that and I go, in hindsight, I wish, please, just let him hang. I mean, you shouldn't be handcuffing a 6th grader anyway, right? But don't fight him. Don't fight him because the cops have been trained to maul people, right? And so here he is. But I get that it was a tiny bit hard to deal with a 6th grader for that moment in time. But when he slammed her head hit first into the cement. She was knocked unconscious.
Yeah, so she's okay, but she could have suffered a concussion very easily based on, the injuries that she sustained. But, I disagree with you about handcuffing minors. If she is difficult to restrain and she needs to be handcuffed, then yeah, by all means, handcuff her. I don't think that's excessive force, depending on the situation. You don't have the right to body slam a 12-year-old. You just don't. There are other ways of handling the situation. Now, he's a new cop. Maybe this is an example of him being inexperienced, but then we have stories of veteran cops doing worse things, using more excessive force, shooting unarmed individuals. I mean,
it's the training. It's the training. Look, yeah. I know cops did terrible things in the past too. But I'm not unaware of that, right? But when I was growing up, kids almost never got handcuffed, right? And we had jerk kids. We had unruly kids. We had kids who wouldn't listen, who wouldn't comply, et cetera, right? It was super. I never heard of any kid ever being handcuffed. Now, but maybe they did all across the country and they didn't in my neck of the woods, okay? But it seems like we now think the way to go is more force.
Yeah.
Do we have any other answer? No. The training is more force, right? So we need to teach de-escalation 1,000 times better than we do. I mean, you got the shooting of the unarmed kids and men all across the country, and now you've got this. This is how many stories we've done on cops in schools throwing students around, right? You're obviously much bigger than her. You're a cop. You're in the Air Force. The problem is the training where they tell you, like, hey, if somebody's resisting, break their will. Yeah, I mean, if the guy's armed or something and you're in a dangerous situation, okay, we get it. If it's a 12-year-old girl, we don't get it. We need you to use human judgment. We need you to not escalate every single situation. We need you to work hard to find a better way of doing it. Yeah, sometimes it's not easy, but that's why we pay you. You're a cop, and you need to be able to handle 12-year-olds without slamming their head into the ground. You've got to.